Okay, we're going to be covering yet again something that's a little bit basic, but can be a little bit confusing to understand without some visual aid. So let's get into it. Here we are in Guyam Point with the Castra Gaza and of course the Mag Prime. What we want to talk about today is how to lock on with a missile. So this only applies if you're using the Tycho Seeker. If you happen to be using the Galvark or the Malati missiles, this is completely irrelevant and you don't really have to worry about it. So I've already locked on. So how do we lock on? Basically, when you leave your targeting reticle close to your target, you may notice these little triangles or these little arrows that pop into the corners of the cruise ship's actual thing. For a fighter ship, obviously the actual thing is just a good old-fashioned diamond, but for a cruise ship, it's a diamond with the curved edges. So basically, as long as you can see these little triangles in the corner of your target's thing, I don't really know what it is, it's like a bounding box almost, then you've locked on. Now, we know when our missile has locked on or not, because if I just try to straight up fire a missile at it, say this cruise ship here, it's just gonna go off in some random ass direction and we won't know where it's gonna go. In fact, it's just gonna go in a random ass direction forever and ever and ever. Whereas if I lock on with something like a Tycho Seeker, well actually only with the Tycho Seeker, I can then fire even in a random direction that is sort of off, but the Tycho Seeker will hit in due time. Right about now, there it is. So obviously we are pretty far away from this particular cruise ship, around 10 kilometers away, that's fine, but that Tycho Seeker shot definitely hit. Without locking on, there's a chance it would hit, but there's no way for us to find out. It seems like lock-on distance is around about 10 kilometers though. So for example, this cruise ship here that is 11 kilometers away, we can't seem to lock onto it. I'm gonna have to get close to it. There we go. Now we have locked onto it, and in a similar vein, even when I'm shooting this way for some reason, I'm actually gonna hit the one under, so let's do that. But as you can see, now the Tycho Seeker is flying straight at, well not necessarily straight at, but directly towards the cruise ship, and it's going to hit very, very soon. Now, there we go. Awesome. So that is basically how lock-on works. At the present moment, you will need rank 1 gunner, and that will of course also give you the target lead indicator for your gun. So the theory with the target lead indicator, of course, is when you shoot at the target lead indicator, you should be able to hit a moving target like so. But the bottom line is, when it comes to using something like the targeting lock-on mechanic for something like a Tycho Seeker, you're going to need to unlock level 1 gunner in order to do that. So that's pretty much it. I expect the gunner intrinsic requirement to change probably with the intrinsics rework, so we'll just have to see. Otherwise, this is a really, really good way to lock onto things like cruise ships, especially the Skull cruise ships, as well as the Outrider fighters. So let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Hopefully this helps people understand the lock-on feature, because it is very useful, and I definitely recommend new players actually getting used to it once they get their level 1 gunner intrinsics, because it will make even early game Railjack so much more easier, and I guess so much more smoother to deal with when you are still trying to get used to leading fighters with a gun that has a projectile that may or may not be traveling slower than the fighter itself. Maybe. I don't know. Otherwise, hope you guys enjoy this. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more Railjack action, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.